All right, it's the New England Nation Patriot Wrap with Andy Gresh. Jets, Jets. Monday night got a little bit more interesting after their performance against the Cowboys.
Yay, they got a win!
Sam Darnold's back. They got a win off the schneid. No longer winless. What'd you make of their performance against Dallas?
I thought Sam Darnold played pretty well and was pretty clutch down the stretch in the fourth quarter, having to play with a lead and salt that thing away against the Cowboys. Now, that said, they are the Jets. The Cowboys ended up losing Amari Cooper during the game, and that's a big blow to their offense. It really forced them to have to run the ball a lot, and Dak Prescott had to make plays with his legs. But look, for the Jets, they needed some sort of positive validation, and I think for them getting the quarterback back and a victory goes a long way to sort of, I guess, maybe getting the Patriots' attention a little bit versus seeing a team that's 0-5.
And for Patriot fans, it makes it more interesting because, you know, they have life. We've seen so many of these blowout wins so far in the 6-0 start for the Patriot. All right, when they first saw the Jets, it was Luke Falk at quarterback. Now they have Darnold. So what can they learn from that last game, if anything?
Not much, because I think they're a different team with Sam Darnold in there. And you saw at times he was able to move around in the pocket, make throws over the middle. I'm really impressed with Darnold. You know this. I've been a Sam Darnold guy for a long time. He just needs seasoning and experience, and this will be a much different challenge because you've got Sam Darnold in there compared to any average just backup quarterback. This is a kid who understands how to read defense. He wants the pressure of being the guy, and I think because he embraces it and he's got the talent to back it up, that alone makes him dangerous.
And a reminder, the only two Jets touchdowns came on a muffed punt from Oshesky and a pick six that Jarrett Stidham threw.
Yeah, Patriots mistakes, basically. They screwed up. Jets were able to score.
All right, so Bill Belichick gave the team off Friday, Saturday, today, Monday, get back Tuesday. He said they deserve a break. They're getting a break. What are they going to do with this mini bye, so to speak?
Well, I think what the coaches are going to do is they're going to get with the personnel department and say, what do we need? How can we address certain things on the roster? How can we make the football team better? And I have to think that a lot of this weekend, if Bill Belichick spent it working, it was more on the personnel end than it was the actual X's and O's end, because let's face it, they could use upgrades on the offensive line. We know they love a tight end. I think they're trying to find a way, Yianni, to create some cap space. And some have said, well, maybe you trade Michael Bennett, clear someone out, bring in another wide receiver. Balancing the numbers are very difficult. And the other thing we have to think about, too, is the other team. Oh, come on, dude. They'll take a third-round pick and a basket of crabs for Stephon Diggs. Who cares about the money part of it? Oh, yeah, like they're just going to give the guy away. Like, let's think about the other team as well when you start to think about trade scenarios.
Something that I think that has gone under the radar a little bit is N'Keal Harry can practice this week. He could be back for the Ravens game. He's sort of been on layaway. Do you think he's an answer to their receiver woes, or they'll still go in the trade market?
No, I think the trade market will be more about offensive linemen because, look, if you want to bring in an impact wide receiver, you're going to have to create so much cap space. I just don't know if the Patriots have the ability to do it. Oh, and by the way, they would have to give up a commensurate draft pick that's worth a dang. So, to me, I think Harry will be the guy they try to bring in, maybe find a little upgrade at tight end, a little more depth on the offensive line. And I say that thinking that Isaiah Wynn is coming back. If all of a sudden Isaiah Wynn has a setback, then all bets are off. I think offensive line probably becomes the #1 priority.
All right, just getting started with Gresh on the Patriot Wrap coming up after the break. The rest of the highlights from the NFL, and Gresh is back in just a little bit. We're back.